Hey guys, my name's Mike Nardi, and on this channel, we talk about freelancing, Fiverr, side hustles, and making money online in general. This is a new Sunday news segment focused around the world of freelancing and side hustles, where I fill you in on things that could influence your ability to make money for yourself online. Let's get into it. All right, so this first story has to do with AI news, and it seems that AI is kind of trotting down the same path that it's been going down for the last couple months. A lot of people are trying to figure out how to make money using AI. A lot of people are worried about it. Some people are not worried about it. Like me, I'm not too worried. But it's here, and it's something that we all need to deal with. This week, Italy, like the country, actually banned ChatGPT over data privacy concerns. From what I've gathered, it's a temporary ban based on the premise that ChatGPT may have incorrectly gathered a bunch of user data. This obviously, if it hasn't already, has policymakers rushing to figure out a whole bunch of different rules for how AI tools like ChatGPT are going to be governed. So what does this mean for us freelancers? Well, honestly, like I've been saying since the beginning, I don't think this is a situation where we should be freaking out saying, oh my God, AI is going to steal our jobs. I just don't think that's going to be the reality for most of us. I do think though that some people, mainly freelancers who offer very low value above and beyond what AI brings to the table, are probably going to get bumped. That I could see coming. But for the rest of us, I really think it's going to be about figuring out how we can incorporate AI into our existing freelance workflows to find new ways to add additional value using AI to our clients. And in the spirit of that, if you haven't already, you should check out Fiverr's new AI services catalog. I recently created a gig in the AI content editing space where I'm offering to take people's AI generated pieces of email copy and edit them so that they sound like they were written by a human. Honestly, very few people are offering services in these categories lately. That could be because maybe businesses aren't embracing AI with open arms as much as we're being made to think they are. Could also just be based on how expensive these services still are. Like in my case, what I'm charging to rewrite AI generated copy, it might just be more worthwhile for someone to hire me or someone like me to write the copy from the get-go. I don't really know what's going to happen, but it's worth a look. The category is pretty new and it could be a great opportunity for you to make some money in the vein of AI. All right, so next up is Fiverr's new creator economy guide. So Fiverr put out, it's like a 44-page guide, PDF guide, like a little pamphlet, providing a lot of interesting insights on the creator economy. It starts out with a word from Fiverr's CMO about the broader role and the importance that the creator economy has in the modern global economy. It's a big thing nowadays. It states that over 50 million individuals and communities are estimated to make up the creator economy. It's pretty huge. And of those 50 million, 2 million of those are professional content creators, half of which make their money from YouTube. It's 1 million people in the creator economy associated with YouTube in some way or another. Second to YouTube, they found that Instagram made up the biggest group other than YouTube of professional creators, with about 500,000 people making money from Instagram. And then Twitch was third with about 300,000 professional creators. It also noted, and this is kind of not really news, but brands nowadays prefer influencer affiliate marketing as the number one way to leverage the creator economy for their campaigns. Like affiliate marketing, pretty big, has been big, is going to continue to be big based on this. The guide also goes on to interview a bunch of these creators where it asks them questions and provides their feedback on what it was like for them coming up as a creator in the creator economy. Honestly, very cool and definitely worth a read for anyone, really. So the reason I'm putting this out is because the guide itself was built, it seems, to help people who themselves are interested in becoming content creators kind of figure things out, gain some insights, and go down the path. But I think it's actually a really helpful resource and read for us freelancers too. The guide mentions creators should focus on their skill sets and outsource the rest. And I think that creates a very unique gap that freelancers can help fill. So if you haven't already read this creator's guide, you should check it out. I'll link to it in the description of this video. All right, so next up, 67% of Gen Zers freelance or are planning to freelance at some point in the future. So this is another stat that was pulled from one of Fiverr's recent press releases. For those of you who don't know, Gen Zers are basically people up until the age of about 26, like I think it's like 11 to 26 years old, people in that category. It mentions that over 1 in 5 of them cite that dissatisfaction that came from working their full-time job was a big motivator that drove them to want to enter the freelance economy. See, that's pretty interesting because this happened during, the last couple of years. People were working from home. People liked, and cited liking flexible, more, remote working arrangements and being more motivated when they were working on things that kind of directly influence themselves. But the fact that this is still happening in 2023 shows me that the gig economy and the freelance economy is here to stay, and it's only going to keep growing. 73% of Gen Z in the US see freelancing as a smart option amid economic uncertainty. I totally agree. People mention that they freelance to beat inflation and also to create a safety net in the event that they get laid off. And I think this one is huge. Go check LinkedIn or the news. People are getting laid off, or companies are making layoffs by the thousand week over week. So it does kind of make sense to kind of pad the numbers in your favor a little bit by picking up a freelance side hustle. It could really help you pay the bills if unfortunately you do find yourself in a situation where you lose your job. And this one brings me to my next point where I really don't think enough people are taking advantage of freelancing. I think it's becoming more and more mainstream. I think there's a great opportunity for more people to jump on the bandwagon because it's not taboo anymore. There's an opportunity to work as a freelancer servicing traditional, B2B type businesses, but there's also an opportunity to find a way to offer your services to other freelancers. With the freelance economy growing so much, there are freelancers out there who are probably outsourcing stuff that new freelancers could pick up the workload for, and that's an opportunity to make money. Let me know in the comments of this video if you agree. I see freelancing as continuing to grow over the next couple of years. What do you think? All right, and this is the last one. I saved the biggest one, the one I was most excited about for last. Big budget buyers on Fiverr Business can now access a dedicated project manager. So here's a quote from a Business Wire press release I saw this in. With the launch of Project Partner, businesses have the option to be connected with a trusted professional who will manage complex projects end to end. Can I just say, I told you so? Like a while ago in one of Fiverr's earning calls, Micah Kaufman kind of started alluding to this freelance as a service model that Fiverr was going towards, where Fiverr would offer the ability for large companies to have a project manager to manage and outsource and delegate a whole bunch of different freelance tasks on the platform. This tells me that it's finally happening, and that is amazing. The net is it's a really good thing. Fiverr doing this for businesses opens the door for those businesses to channel more of their work onto the Fiverr platform. Because if the business no longer needs to manage the logistics of managing different freelancers and project managing things, projects get done quicker, and the quicker projects get done, and if the results are satisfactory or better than satisfactory, more projects are going to find themselves landing on Fiverr because people are seeing good results with this. This is amazing. So I feel this is going to be great, and I myself have already started experiencing this. So I got a message last month, I think, from a Fiverr customer success manager who was messaging me on behalf of a business client. So that, I think, is probably what it was, right? And that's amazing. It's great to see seeing Fiverr kind of hand-holding big businesses who want to bring business on the platform is a great thing, and I think it's going to benefit freelancers across the board. Anyways, that's it for this Sunday segment. Just a couple pieces of freelance, side hustle, Fiverr news to keep you going throughout the week, keep you motivated. I'll see you next weekend with the next one. Thank you so much for watching. Until next time, cheers.